sisters got into a fight over beef jerky. Over Slim Jim. We literally got in a fight over Slim Jim. Okay, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone's having a awesome Monday. Well, actually it's Monday for me. By the time I upload this, who knows what day it will be. So I hope everyone's having an awesome day. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on a super cool blue look. I've been wanting to do a blue eyeshadow look for the longest time, and I have not uploaded a tutorial, like a makeup tutorial, in so long. So I was like, you know what? Why not upload one today? So this is what we're gonna do, blue eyeshadow tutorial. Also, I'm gonna give it a little twist, and while I do my eyeshadow and show you guys that, I am also gonna be telling you guys a story time on an incident that happened, like I think like last year, with me and my sisters when we got into a fight in a Safeway parking lot over beef jerky. So if you guys want to see this tutorial, and if you guys want to hear that ridiculous story of me and my sisters fighting over beef jerky, then keep on watching. So to start off this look, I am just gonna pull my hair back because it's a struggle doing eyeshadow and doing your makeup when your hair is literally in the way. So I'm just gonna pin my bangs back. Also, one of you guys messaged me on Instagram saying that you guys wanted like a hair tutorial on I guess the way my hair is. If you guys want like my natural hair tutorial, then I guess like this video or leave a comment down below if you guys want that, so I can film that for you guys. I don't really do hair tutorials, but if you guys want them, I will do those for you. I am just gonna do a quick overview of the palettes that I am gonna be using for this tutorial. So the first one that I have is obviously my favorite, which is the Morphe 35B palette, just because it has so many colors. The other one that I am going to be using is this palette from Shop Hush. Come on here, clip back. Shop Hush, which is the 8 eyeshadow Rainforest palette, I believe that's what it's called. I'm only using it for one color. This is blue right here, so that's why I brought that. I also have my Aurora Lights palette from BH Cosmetics. I really like this palette just because it has a lot of really good foil and big shadows to put on top of your eyeshadows to make it more glittery and, like, you know, metallic and stuff like that. So I brought this one. And then my last palette that I also brought with me to use for this tutorial was also the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. It's just basically kind of like the 35B palette with all the colors in it. So these are the 4 palettes I am going to be using, and I know 4 palettes seems like a lot, but I really don't just stick to one palette when I do eyeshadow looks. I really like to dip into all the variety of palettes that I have to create the look. So please don't judge me. If you guys don't have these palettes, then you guys can use whatever colors look similar to the ones I'm using. I already did my face earlier, and I primed my eyes, you know, everything, because I did not want this video to be super long. Says video is not going to be long. Video is almost like 30 minutes long. Also, I am praying that I usually don't do my face first. I usually do my eyebrows, then my eyes first. So I'm praying that I don't get fallouts on my foundation part, because my foundation and my face looks so snatched right now, and I'm just praying that it doesn't fall on my face. But let's just get into this and talk about the time me and my sisters got into a fight over beef jerky. Over Slim Jim. We literally got in a fight over Slim Jim. And I really can't wait to tell you guys the story. Well, it's been told already by my sister, but not on my channel, so So I am going to dip into this palette first, BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil, and I'm probably going to dip into this color right here. It's just this light blue that I'm going to dip in first. Okay, so I'm going to start talking about the experience that happened. So I'm a little foggy because this did happen like a year ago, a year and a half ago, I really can't remember. Okay, so there was a time where me and my sisters were home chilling, you know, we were just chilling, minding our own business, when we were like, you know, we really want snacks, and I really wanted ice cream, my sisters really wanted hot Cheetos, right? So we went to Safeway. Safeway is literally like 5-10 minutes away from my house. So we went there, and you know, we parked, we went inside to retrieve our snacks and ice cream and whatnot. So pause for a second. But so right now with this color, what I'm doing is just, you know, putting it on my lid and blending it upwards and blending it till it looks super nice and super blended and whatnot. So back to the story. Yeah, we were there and we went to go get our snacks inside the Safeway. We took about like, I would say like 10-20 minutes, you know, in the store doing, I don't know what, no, me and my sisters are really weird, so we probably just were around, running around and doing our business. So we come outside, right? My sister, she bought a Slim Jim because she is super obsessed with Slim Jims, you know, and everything. If you don't know what a Slim Jim is, it's just basically like beef jerky, and it's in a stick form. So it's like about like, I would say like this long, and it's just like a stick basically of beef jerky. So okay, so I just got done using that blue. I am now gonna start going in with this blue right here just to blend it all in and all together. So yeah, we came outside after buying all of our snacks, ice cream and chips in hand, you know, ready to go conquer the couch at home. So we walk out, and the spaces in Safeway parking lot, especially when you're getting a little bit closer to the entrance, are a little narrow and more for compact cars. My sister has a small car anyways, so we parked in one of the compact areas, and when we're walking out, my sister has her Slim Jim in hand. Once we approach the car, there's a Prius on the right of us that, I think it's the Prius, I really can't remember what car it was honestly because she's irrelevant, but she is parked right there, and there's a girl in the driver's seat. So we're getting ready to, you know, load the car up with the snacks and load ourselves up with the snacks as well. So while my younger sister, she was in the passenger seat, and then my big sister was driving, and then I was in the back. So we were all getting ready to go in there when my sister, you know, not hits, but lightly taps the Prius's window with her Slim Jim. And she's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that there was a girl in there. You know, okay, we forgot about it because it's not like she literally like slapped it or like aggressively hit it. She literally like lightly like tapped it, like to the point where you really even couldn't hear it or anything like that. And then we forgot about it. So we're starting to park up, and then the girl, she comes out, right? And I understand, like, you know, strangers don't like people like hitting their cars or like anything like that, but there's a professional and you know, polite way to go about it, unlike the way she did. So she comes out, right, and she's literally like yelling at us like, I can't believe you like hit my car, why would you do that, like why are you doing that, like who randomly hits our car, and like literally yelling. And we were there like my sister was like saying sorry, like she was like being like apologetic about it, like because she's, you know, she's an adult, you know, like she's really good with handling situations like that, but that lady was literally like yelling at her. And then my big sister stepped in because obviously that's what big sisters do. My big sister is like technically like, she's literally like our second mom, so she's always very, very protective of me and my sisters. So she obviously gets in front of my younger sister and, you know, starts defending us and saying like there's no reason for you to be yelling like that, like just calm down, like we understand, like, you know, you're upset, but there's no reason for you to be acting like this. And she's still yelling at us like, why would you hit my car? And she's literally like she's like, this is how close she is to her car. She's like trying to find like, you know, like scratches and like, you know, like vandalism. I mean, like she's literally trying. She's like trying so hard, like really. She's like, you know, going like this, like, I can't believe you would hit my car, and who does that, you know, why would you hit someone who paid or worked hard for their car? And she's like doing that, and we're like, you know, we're telling her like, ma'am, like calm down, like, you know, we're sorry that she hit your car, you know, but there's no reason to be acting like this, calm down. And she's literally in my sister's face, my big sister's face, like telling her like, oh, I can see why you would hit my car, because look at your car, look at how, like, she was basically like saying like we were jealous of her Prius. Like, girl, no one is jealous of your 2007 Prius, no one. And she was all like, I can see why you were hitting my car, or I can see why you're jealous, because look at your car is not as nice as mine, like I worked hard for my car. Like she was literally like belittling us because the car that my sister was driving, like she was literally telling us that like, oh, look at your car is not as nice as mine, and I can see why you were hating and hitting on my car. Like, girl, no one's hitting on your 2007 Prius, like no one cares. Like, and my big sister was like, you know, defending herself and defending us, telling her that she needs to calm down and that no one cares about her Prius and that we're perfectly fine with our Dodge. Like, we were just like trying to defend ourselves basically. And she was still all up in our faces, right? You know, pointing her finger and telling us like how we need to like be more like mature, and like, girl, you're talking about mature when you're over here yelling at a 16, 17-year-old for hitting your window with a Slim Jim. There was no damage, there was nothing that she could tell the police, there was literally nothing. And she was like yelling at my younger sister, saying like, you need to be more mature, like I can't understand why you're so young and immature, and like stuff like that. And at this point my big sister was so done with it, honestly. She was so over it that she was like starting to like, you know, not gang us up, but like rile us up and put us in the car. Like she was like putting us in the car, and she was still going off. She was still in my sister's face while she was like putting us in the car. She was the one antagonizing us and you know, picking at us and stuff like that, because my sister was literally like being the mature one and the adult, and you know, putting us in the car so we can leave. But she wasn't letting us leave. She was still literally yelling at my sister. Okay, before I finish the story, let's finish this look, because I'm getting a little ahead of myself and not even gonna finish this look. So what we're gonna do with this look is use some of these dark blues. So there's not a lot of dark blues in the 35B palette, so we're most likely going to be using this palette for right now. So the next color we are going to be using for this look is this dark blue right here, and then I'm also going to mix it in a little bit with the one at the bottom. So yeah, those are the two colors, and I'm going to pop that in the crease just to darken it up a little bit. So like I was saying, yeah, my sister was putting us in the car because we didn't want to deal with this, because it was literally not even worth it. We really didn't want to deal with it. Like it was not even worth it. We literally didn't do anything to her. We didn't basically assault her. We didn't, you know, damage her car. We didn't do anything. So my sister was like, no, I'm done with this. Like, she started putting us in the car, and she was still going off on my sister, like telling her like she's immature and how like all about like her car, and like telling her like how she works hard for her money and like stuff like that. And we're just like, girl, we don't care. Like, we're just trying to go home and eat our ice cream and chips. Like, this is what we came for. We're not trying to fight. So yeah, she starts putting us in the car, and that lady still keeps going off, right? Then my sister, it's me and my little sister in the car, right? She closes the door and she's still going off at my sister, telling her all this type of stuff, like irrelevant stuff, you know, she's trying to belittle us. And, you know, my sister starts to put us in the car, right? Because we're done with this chick and we're done with her immature attitude and aggressiveness. Because like I said before, me and my sisters are not the type to, you know, fight. We really don't like fighting, but if we have to, you can get these hands. But she puts us in the car, she closes the door, and the girl's still going off at my sister and getting in her face and whatnot, still telling her that we're immature, still telling us that we're jealous of her because of her car and because of our car is all, I don't know, I guess not suitable for her. Like, you know, she keeps just going off, right? And then my sister, she's in the passenger seat. She gets out the car and she closes the door. I'm in the back seat, so I'm kind of trapped in the back seat because it's kind of hard for you to, you know, open the door when you're in the back seat. So I'm just there like, what do I do? Like, my sisters are outside, like, you know, yelling and arguing with this chick, and I'm here stuck. So they're still arguing, you know. The girl starts now getting into my little sister's face, you know. And, you know, my little sister, she's not like someone to mess around with. Like, you know, she defends herself and she's willing to, you know, fight someone if she has to defend herself, you know. So she's getting in my sister's face now, and my big sister is now getting more and more protective because obviously no one wants some random stranger in your sibling's face. So she's getting in my sister's face now, and she's literally like, you know, pointing at her finger, and she's getting like really close to her face. And then that's when it went down. Then that's when something, I don't know what triggered it, because the girl was still going off and she was in my little sister's face, and my little sister was literally telling her that she needs to calm down, like she needs to get up out of her face and she needs to lower that voice down and lower her like attitude down. And she gets more into her face, and that's literally when she shoves my sister against the car, my big sister's car. She shoves her against it, and then you can feel, like, I was in the back obviously, so I felt the car move like that, and that's when it went down. That's when my little sister, like, you know, honestly my sister has hands, so don't be messing with her. But that's when she, like, you know, obviously when you get pushed, that's when, you know, you black out, and that's when you defend yourself. So obviously my little sister starts fighting her, and as soon as my little sister starts fighting her and she starts hitting my little sister back, that's when my big sister jumps in and she starts fighting her too. And once I seen the moment I heard, or the moment I seen that hoe freaking push my sister against the car, I did not care how I was gonna get out of that car. I was gonna get out of the car and go fight her. So right when I felt the car pushed, I ran out that car. I didn't know how I did it, but I got out the car and I started, you know, fighting her as well. So it was, at this point, I felt bad for her, but she literally deserved it. But at this point, it's 3 against 1. Me and my sisters are fighting her, and she's fighting us back, or at least attempting to fight us back. So we're fighting her for a good, like, it felt forever. Honestly, if you ever got into a fight, it really does feel like forever because you black out and stuff like that. But I don't think it was that long. But we were fighting her for a good, like, I say, like, okay, like 3 minutes. It has to be like under 5 minutes because I feel like we didn't fight her for that long. So we were fighting her for like, what, 5 minutes, right? So we're going at it, you know. It's 3 against 1. We're hitting her and pulling her hair and whatnot. So we stop, right? Because yeah, we just stopped. So we stopped, and then I guess the manager of Safeway has been recording us this whole time fighting. Okay, so I am editing this in the future, and I just want to watch that video. Honestly, if I could pay to watch that fighting video, I really would, because we really did went off. We really did beat her ass, and if you guys can only see the damage that we did, it was amazing. Past me, or future me, is out now. Deuces. and she calls the police, because yeah, police came. I don't know how, but they called them. And after we were done fighting, we were gonna leave, right? Then this guy comes up and he's like, I'm an undercover cop and you guys need to stay here right now. You guys can't leave, and blah 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 blah. And we're just like, okay, like, we're not gonna leave. And it was so annoying because you can obviously tell he was taking her side, because the way he was treating us compared to the way he was treating her was totally different. He was always like, are you okay? Like, did they hurt you? Like, she's the one that started the fight. What are you talking about? You are okay. So we're in the car, right? We're like fuming. We're already like mad. We're like all shaking because we just got into a fight in a Safeway parking lot over beef jerky. So we're all shaking and we're like, oh my god, we have to call dad. So we called my mom, right? And we're like, Mom, we had to come to the Safeway parking lot. We just got into a fight. And my mom's like, yeah, right. And we're like, Mom, we just got into a fight in the Safeway parking lot. We're not kidding. They're calling the cops. You have to come here right now. So they're like, okay. So we're in there. We're like shaking, you know. We're just talking about the thing. And the lady's like, oh, you know, like trying to play the victim here. And she's literally trying to play the victim here. And I don't know why we didn't ask for that undercover cop's like ID. We literally should have, because I'm pretty sure he was no undercover cop, okay? I'm pretty sure he wasn't, but we didn't ask for it. I don't know why we didn't. We were just in the moment, you know, we were heated, we were just mad, we just wanted to go home. So the undercover cop, he's like, oh, the cops are coming on their way, I gotta leave, which is really sketchy that he had to leave before the cops came. So we're like, he was like, you can't leave, the manager is gonna stand right there. And we're like, where are we gonna go? What are we gonna do? Run her over? Like, we're gonna stay here, we don't care. So my parents come, you know, the cops come too, and you know, the lady just keeps trying to talk to us for some reason. Like, all of a sudden she wants to be all civil and talk to us. She's telling the cops like, oh, I just want to talk to them, like, you know, I just want to, you know, just talk to them. I want to, I don't know, apologize. I don't know what she wanted to talk about, you know, honestly. And at this point, my sister's like, we don't want to talk to her, like. But before the cops came, she started recording us, right? She started recording us, trying to do like that whole like record, you know, like, oh, say it now. And then my sister was like, girl, I'm a minor and you just fought me. And that, her face when she said that, I'm not pretty sure that's why she wanted to talk to us and apologize or whatever she wanted to talk to us, because we told her that my sister was a minor. And if she was a minor and the video footage obviously shows her hitting my sister first, so I'm pretty sure that's why she wanted to apologize and act like the victim. But so we didn't want anything to do with that, you know. We didn't want to talk to her or anything like that. The cops obviously were just like, we don't care, you know, no one was hurt. They were asking us if we wanted to press charges. Obviously, we don't got money like that, so we're just like, no, we just want to go home. So, you know, they got their statement down. They asked us what happened and whatever. We told them what happened. There was no damage on her car. Like, she still was trying to find damage on her car when the cops came. And she was trying to show them like anything, but the cops were even just like, there's nothing there, ma'am, like, we don't see anything or anything like that. But okay, so before I finish up the story, I just cut my crease halfway, and now I'm just gonna be going in with my Aurora Lights palette, and I'm gonna be taking Polar and Ombre, and I'm just gonna be mixing these two a little bit. These are glitter toppers, so these go on top of eyeshadows. So I cut my crease, so I'm just gonna be mixing these two in and putting it on the white part. So yeah, with the rest of my story, you know, after the cops took our statement down about, you know, what happened and whatnot, they obviously didn't care about the situation, but they also were pinning the blame mostly on me and my sisters, and basically calling it like a gang fight because we basically ganged up on her. we ganged up on her when she was the one who started everything. So we didn't get like fined or we didn't go to jail or anything, but the cops did say it at the end of the day that it was our fault, and if they did go to court we would get, you know, charged for it. But you know, she shouldn't be coming with us in the first place. Like, if you can't handle 3 of us, don't be fighting with us in the first place, because I'm always gonna have my sister's back no matter what. If my sister gets in a fight, I get into a fight. So yeah, at the end of the day, you know, the cops were like, you know, we can't do anything about it. You know, we get calls here all the time. It could be the small parking spaces that are causing these fights, but they were telling us that they always get calls at this specific Safeway, you know, calling for fights and stuff like that. So, you know, she still wanted to talk to us, but we didn't want to deal with her, so we ended up just, you know, finishing up with the cops, and we just went home. Honestly, we were just like, you know, I'm done with this. We just came here for freaking ice cream and chips, and this is what we get? A fight? So we just went home, and we honestly just laughed about it with my parents. And honestly, I seen her face after, you know, we got done with her and after the cops got done with her, and we messed her up. And I'm glad, because she deserved it. Honestly, she really did deserve it, because I understand, like I said earlier, like I understand no one likes people messing with their cars, but there's a civil way to talk about it with someone. Like, we're adults. Like, me personally, I don't like fighting. Honestly, if I have to, I won't fight at all. I don't care if you're like like, okay, there's a point. Like, if you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back, okay? But if you're just like talking to me, and if I don't have to fight you, I'm not gonna fight you, because I am an adult and I'm mature enough, and I'm not gonna fight because that's ugly. Fighting is literally really ugly. And not to toot our own horns or anything like that, but we messed her up, and I'm glad, because she really did deserve it, okay? For belittling us, you know, talking about the stuff we have, like saying like our car, we're jealous because of her car, that's why we hit her, because we're jealous of the way our car looks, so we had to do that to her. Like, girl, no one's jealous of your 2007 Prius. Like, no one really cares. Like, we were just there for ice cream and chips. Like, you're the one who wanted to fight in the first place. Like I said, I understand that people don't like people touching their cars, but there's a civil way to go about it. Like, don't be coming out as like all twisted in the first place. Like, she could have easily came out and be like, I just seen you hit my car, I'm gonna let go this time, but please don't do that again. She could have easily said that. Easily. And me and my sister would have apologized, because she's a bigger person. She would have apologized and be like, I'm sorry. She would have said sorry. But the fact that she had to come at us like that and like belittle us and talk about our cars and what we have and what she has and stuff like that, like, that's not necessary at all. But yeah, that's all that happened. We just ended up just going home and just forgetting about it and laughing about it. So yeah, that's what happened. That's how me and my sisters got into a fight in a Safeway parking lot over beef freaking jerky, bro. Like, seriously, like, she literally fought us over beef jerky. And I still can't get over it, because who fights over that? Like, who physically gets mad over beef jerky? Okay, so this is what we have so far. I am just gonna put some eyeliner on, and then I will be right back with the rest of the look. Okay, so I just did my liner, and I also threw on some lashes. I can't tell you guys the lashes that I put on, because I am gonna be making a separate video for these lashes, so stay tuned for that. But this is the final look of the blue Smokey Eye. It came out super good, even though I was talking throughout the whole video and I really didn't do, you know, a really in-depth tutorial. You guys still saw what I did and how I did it, but this is the look. Let me give you guys a little overview of this look really quick. Okay, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my story time. So, more of the story. I don't know what the moral of the story is. Don't be rude to people. Don't hit people's cars with Slim Jims. And don't fight siblings, because if there are multiple siblings there, chances are you're going to be fighting not just one sibling but all of the siblings. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my story time when my sister and I got into a fight over beef jerky. That happened like over a year ago. I'm not really fazed by it anymore. If you're the girl who fought us over Slim Jim, I hope you're happy. I hope your face is okay. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe down below because I make new videos every single week. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you guys like more story times and tutorials or mixed together or whatever. If you guys like each one of them, give it a thumbs up because I have plenty of more stories. I have lots of bad concert experiences, I have childhood stories, I have paranormal experience stories, I have high stories. So if you guys want to hear any of these story times again, like I said, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so I know. Also, don't forget to follow me on all of my socials because you guys can see the back, I guess like the backstage of my life. I post a lot of makeup looks on there and random things. I will post my socials down below where you guys can see. If you haven't already, also to watch my morning vlog, morning routine vlog. I will leave it right here so you guys can click on it after this video and watch it. I hope everyone's having an amazing day and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!